Well, hello again. My name is Jamie and you are watching Scriptcase by Jamie, where we talk everything Scriptcase, development and code. Today we are talking about the Scriptcase Grid application, the ultimate tool for managing and displaying data. So with the Scriptcase Grid, you can easily create dynamic, customizable grids that you can display data from your database in a variety of formats. One of the great things about the Scriptcase Grid is the range of events that you can use to add even more functionality. So for example, you can use the onNavigate event to perform actions when a user navigates to a different page in the grid. And just like with the previous video, the Scriptcase Forms, the Scriptcase Grid also has built-in Ajax capabilities. So you can perform actions in real time without the need to refresh the page. This means that your users can have a seamless and fast experience when using your grids. So whether you're looking to display simple data or build complex data-driven applications, the Scriptcase Grid is the perfect tool for the job. Get started today and see just how powerful Scriptcase Grids can be by continuing and watching some more, of course. Okay, so you see now on my screen I have here the grid application open. And we have here again, just like with the form, the events here available. So clicking that will expand those options and we can see this time around that I already have some events in use here. So let's start, shall we? With the onApplicationInit. And here you can see I am storing and passing a global variable, which is essentially the user login from the security suite. And starting of course with the onApplication event, well, this event is triggered when the Scriptcase application is first initialized. So it's a great place to set up your global variables, just as I have done, and perform any other setup tasks that you need for your application. This event is only triggered once during the lifetime of your application, so make sure to use it wisely. The next event we have is the onNavigate. Now the onNavigate event is triggered whenever a user navigates to a new page within your application. It's a great place to perform any custom logic or validation that you need to ensure a smoother user experience. Whether you want to check if a user is logged in or you want to run some custom validation, onNavigate is the perfect place to do it. So the next event we have within our grid application is the onScriptInit. And the onScriptInit event is triggered when a script is first initialized. It's a great place to perform any setup tasks that are specific to a particular script, like initializing variables or setting up event handlers. So if you need to perform any custom logic when a script is first loaded, the onScriptInit event is the place to do it. And you can see here already I have two methods, or functions even, which I am using here. Of course in Scriptcase at the bottom here in programming we have here our PHP methods, and here is where I am actually calling those. So here I have the head count, which is here as a method, and the ptheme is actually being used from an internal library. So more on those later within another video, so do be sure to come back and check that out. So the next event we have is our onRecord event. And the onRecord event is triggered whenever a user interacts with a record within your application. It's a great place to perform any custom logic or validation that you need to ensure a smooth user experience. Whether you want to validate data before it's saved, or you want to perform some custom logic when a record is updated. The onRecord event is the perfect place to do that. And you can see here, I have here an event running. It's a simple PHP if else, and I'm enabling and disabling the state of the action bar here. More on that also later. So our next event is then the onHeader event. And the onHeader event is triggered when a header is first loaded. It's a great place to perform any setup tasks that are specific to a particular header, like initializing variables or setting up event handlers. You can perform any custom logic when a header is first loaded. The onHeader event is of course the place to achieve that. Our next and final event within the grid application is the onFooter event. So the onFooter event is triggered when a footer is first loaded. It's a great place to perform any setup tasks that are specific to a particular footer, like initializing variables or setting up event handlers. And if you need to perform any custom logic when a footer is first loaded, well then the onFooter event is the place to do that. So then we have again the Ajax events, which are also available here within the grid application. And here we can see that I have two Ajax events available, and these are actually added via the action bar. Again, that is something we will come to within another video. But if you want to learn more about the Ajax event, do be sure to check the previous video where we cover the Ajax event a little more. And of course, do be sure to check out the future videos where we will be using and abusing the Ajax events and making some real magic happen within our applications. And there you have it. So there are just a few of the many events that are actually available. And of course, these are the ones that are available in Scriptcase, but overall, there are more events available and you can, of course, use those also. But now, whether you are a seasoned Scriptcase developer or PHP developer, just starting out, mastering these events is essential to taking your development skills as well as your platform to the next level. So go ahead, experiment, and let your creativity run wild, okay? Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, well, all of that, okay? And you will then, of course, be notified. And yeah, there is always the mailing list if you want to have some insider tips and tricks of Scriptcase. That is the only place you will find them. So thanks again for watching, and until the next video.